Find out what is B. I want to know what B is. That's my ultimate goal when I have an equation. By the way, how do I know this is an equation? Equal sign. So that's when I know I can solve. And in this case, I'm trying to find B. Okay? We're going to go over two methods, two main methods. There are others, but two main methods to solve this equation. And it might remind you a little bit of IXL. So here's the problem. I just rewrote it. Yeah, one of them is going to be distributive, and there's another one as well. So this problem right here, we're going to work out two ways. I don't know if I shared this illustration with you, but I want to give you why we go over two ways. Okay, sometimes the first way I do it is going to be easier than the other way. Sometimes the other way is going to be easier than I do it the first way. So my goal is to give you both ways so that you can know how to do either way. But then this is the hardest part about being a teacher in algebra, is that sometimes this is better than that one, but it's not always clear at first which one to use. So what I want you to do is realize, guys, you need wisdom. That's what you need. You need to be able to look at the problem and say, I understand properties, I understand equations, I understand processes, so now I'm going to go with this method. Or maybe I'm not sure, so I could try this method. It will work. It just makes it a little bit tougher. So we'll see what the two methods are today. Someone already said, I think Drew, you said, the first method is going to be distributive property. Distributive property. Do you guys remember on I think it was the second IXL exercise, do you guys remember doing, click the property that is being shown here? Commutative, associative, distributive. Okay, identity. So does anyone know how to use a distributive property here on the left side? So how would you do that? Sir?
Maybe 25 times 7.
25 times 7.
And 25 times B.
Good. Plus 25 times B. And it still equals 300 because it's still the equation. Do you guys remember seeing this on IXL? You had this expression equals that expression, and they asked which property is being applied. Distributive property. Okay, somebody tell me, what is 25 times 7? What's 25 times 7? Okay, and if you didn't know that, you can work it out. But yeah, for sake of time, it is 175. What's 25 times B? Yes, yeah, you just write 25B, which is a nicer way of writing that. Okay, once you get to this point, you know what kind of problems you're dealing with? Two-step equations. Did we do this on the last lesson, maybe? So this is review again. So this is going to help. We're going to keep doing the same thing. Okay, looking at the variable B, what is happening to B first? It's being multiplied. Then it's being added. What do you undo first? What do you undo first? Gracie?
The addition.
So how do I undo addition of 175?
You subtract it by 175 from both sides.
Very nice. Subtract both sides by 175. Now, both sides, I know I've said that a lot of times, and maybe some of you are annoyed by that. Maybe some of you hate me saying that and don't want to say it yourselves. But I'm telling you right now, these problems will get more complex today. They get more complex today. And so if you're doing it both sides, you'll get this, you'll keep it straight. What's 175 minus 175? 0. What's 0 plus 25b? 25b. Remember that property? Anything plus 0 is itself. Identity property of addition. So we just use that property. What's 300 minus 175? Good, 125. And again, if you didn't know that, you could actually work it out. You get 125. And then, let me finish this and then I'll get your question. What do you do next or last?
25.
And then 125 divided by 25. So you divide both sides by 25. What's 25 over 25? 1 times B? What property is that? The identity property of multiplication. So you're telling me, Mr. A, we use two identity properties? Yeah. Identity property of addition and identity property of multiplication. What's 125 divided by 25? 5. That's one way to work it out. Yeah, we're going to check it at the end because I'm going to do it the other method, see what we get. But yes, please check when you finish it up. On your homework, it's going to say work numbers 2 through 8 using the distributive property. So guess which method I want you to use. The distributive property. On the other set of problems, we're going to say use inverse operations. Inverse operations. Inverse operations, that sounds bad. It's actually very helpful, and on this problem you may see the value of it. Okay, so this is the second method you're going to be asked to use. You have to use it when it asks. Mr. Ray, what if it doesn't ask for either method? What do? Use either one. Either one is fine. Okay. This one actually doesn't change from the beginning, so I'm just rewriting it. Okay, I'm not using distributive property here. I will not use distributive property here. I'm just going to go right to it. What's happening to B first? What's happening to B first? Added with 7, and then multiplied by 25. You guys agree with that? What do I undo first? Multiplying by, because remember, what's happening to B first? First is being added, then multiplied, so you have to do it in reverse order. So we divide what? Both sides by 25. Both sides get divided by 25. You're like, whoa, how do you do that? What's 25 over 25? 1. What's 1 times 7 plus B? 7 plus B. That's the identity property of? Multiplication. Wait, that's addition. Yeah, but we said 1 times all this. That's identity property of multiplication. 300 divided by 25. 12. It's 12. And again, I'm doing these steps out. I'm just writing them out like the answers. But if you didn't know that, you would actually put 300 divided by 25 and figure it out. You get 12. What would I do next? What's happening to B still? Added with 7. How do you undo that addition? Subtract 7 from both sides. What's 7 minus 7?
1.
0. 0 plus B? B. 12 minus 7?
5.
Well, looky there. Got the same answer here. That's impossible. We did 2 different methods. Yes, now we can check it. Okay, did we get the same answer, by the way? Okay, is that the right answer?
Maybe.
I don't know. So we check it. So in the original equation, we're going to put 5 for B. What's 7 plus 5? 12 times 25? So does it work?
Yes.
Yep. They're going to say use this property or use inverse operations. You should be able to do both. Ma'am?
So, you know how I said to divide first? Could you, subtract first?
Uh-huh.
Could you divide first, or would that mess up?
Here's the thing. You could divide first, but you have to do it properly. You have to divide every term by 25, for example. But that gets hard because you start getting fractions.
Okay.
But it's possible. It just makes it really tough.
Okay.
It's allowed. Yep.
Which one did you normally do by yourself?
Like me? Like by myself. Like I'm just working out problems. Which one do you guys think? I heard it.
Either one.
Either one. I do either one. And the thing is, which one, Mr. A? It depends on the problem. Sometimes it's easier to just divide both sides by 25 because this divides it evenly. But if this, all I have to do to make this problem tougher for inverse operations is to change this from 300 to 310. And then if I divide both sides by 25, remember that's a 1, am I going to get a whole number? No, so I didn't want to go that route. I would have used this route
I
instead.
think the
So,
distributive property is more like, I don't know.
better?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have a question.
Distributive works in
All of them. And it works well.
Couldn't you just
Sum up. Very nice. Good way of putting it. Yep.
couldn't you take 25 divided by 300 and
So
you get
300, huh?
12, right?
12.
What plus 7 gets you 12? That's all you have to do.
Yes, and so how do you mentally you're doing 12 minus 7, right? Because you're saying what plus...
Figuring out what 25, how many times 25 goes into 300. So if it's 12, then what plus 7 gets you 12 to multiply it by 25, which gets you different?
So you're trying to do it mentally.
Well, it's not mentally, if you write it down.
Okay, if you write stuff down, it's better.
I just wrote it down here.
But here, remember, guys, we got to use the property, so you got to do it to both sides. Do it to both sides. I'm telling you right now, some of you are going to be disappointed by the end of today. You're going to be like, Mr. I've been doing these all in my head. I've been getting them all right, and that's pretty impressive. At the end of today, no one from the last class did it in their head. They all were, I saw the people, they weren't writing anything, got it, wrote their answer, wrong. Because it gets too complicated. And you're like, but you didn't test me, Mr. A. Okay, I will. Let's go ahead and do this problem, and we're going to use the distributive property. So it's going to say, solve this equation, use the distributive property. So what should you do? Use the distributive property. Don't try to do inverse operations. I'm trying to train you on both. All right, but some of you are looking at this saying, what? Which side should I use the distributive property on, the left side or the right side? Okay, the right side. I'm trying to use that. That's the distributive property, like ready to be used. So 32 stays the same.
Can't we use commutative and reverse it around?
Yes. Or that would be the symmetric property. If you do that, you could do that. Yeah, that's cool. You could say 8 times p plus 7 equals 32 if you like seeing the variable on the left. Fine. Okay, so what do you get? What's 8 times p? 8p. So you're like, well, how did I do that and multiply these? What's 8 times 7? 56. I told the other class, I'm going to tell you this. Do you know why we had you memorize your math facts? Yeah, listen, some of you on this problem, you're like 8 times p, AP, and then 8 times 7, you're doing this. The tapping's going on, the finger counting's going on. Got it, 56. You know what happened there? It took you too much time. It should get to be automatic. 8 times 7, go. 8 times 8. 8 times 12. So I heard this. I heard the breath come out like you're ready to say it, and then I heard the wrong answer, and then I heard only the few answer a few times. So you see what happened? What's 8 times 12? 96 automatic. Like that's like, someone says it to you, bounces right back with the answer. If you don't, you're doing this. 8 times 12. And you're doing like that. You're looking up there, or you're looking up there, right? You're doing. Or you're doing this. Got it, 98. 96. You messed up somewhere. So memorize them. Okay, it's a two-step problem from here on out. So what's happening to P first? It's being multiplied by 8 and then added with 56. What do I undo first? Yeah, how do I undo addition of 56? Subtract 56 from both sides. Good. And if you say both sides, you're getting like brownie points with me because you're saying it the way it should be. So say from both sides. Okay. What's 56 minus 56? 0. 0 plus 8p? 8p. What's 32 minus 56? Negative 24. And again, if you didn't know that, it's a positive minus a bigger positive, or you could say that's addition. So you do 56 minus 32 with a negative sign. So it has to be negative. All right. What do we do to both sides next? Divide both sides by 8. Good. And I get, what's negative 24? Negative 3 equals P. Mr. Ray, what if I got P equals negative 3? What property is being shown with that? Symmetric property. Symmetric property. Symmetry. Yep. William, you're the official check reminder. Yeah, we got to check it. So thank you. What's negative 3 plus 7? 4. What's 4 times 8? 32. So check, it works. Right? We're not doubting. We know it works. Okay. You guys okay with that one? Trust me, I'm gonna check to see if you guys get this. All right, this time we're going to use the inverse operation. So should you use distributive? No. But I really want to. No.
Don't some books do it each way to make it easier on the problem?
Like you do it 2 ways on each one?
You know how some books tell you what property they use? Doesn't that also they're trying to make it easier? Yeah. And this will do too. They'll say use inverse operations, and then some problems will say solve. So you pick which one you want to use. So you can do whatever your preference is.
Okay, so let's go ahead and solve inverse order of operations. What's happening to v first? It's being added with 4. What's happening to it next? Multiplied by 0.4. So how do you undo that? You divide both sides. And this is how you divide it. You divide both sides, right? This is the left side. This is the right side. You divide by 0.4. So if I do both sides, I'm going to get the desired result. What's 0.4 divided by 0.4? 1. Good. Not nothing. It's 1. What's 1 times v plus 4? V plus 4. That's what I wanted. I want to get v by itself, so I'm going to work that way. 4.8 divided by 0.4.
12.
See, it's either 12, 1.2, 0.12. Which one is it?
1.2. How is it 12?
You can't divide the decimal.
Oh, the debate rages, so here we'll get it.
You can't divide it.
Hey, what I'm going to say with this is if you get a decimal problem, you better make sure of it, because 1.2 is not 12, right? Or 0.12 is not 12. They're 10 times greater or 100 times greater than what you say. So just be careful, and it is 12. What do I do to both sides? 4 from both sides to get v equals 8. Is that my answer? What's 8 plus 4? 12 times 0.4? 4.8. That works out.
I did it differently.
Hopefully correctly.
Yeah, I did. Look, so I did 0.04 times 4, which got me 1.6 plus 0.4v equals 8 or 4.8, and then I did 1.6 minus 1.6, and then 1.6 minus 4.8.
I lost you after you read the problem. No.
She did up here.
Yeah. Okay.
Copied it.
Yeah, you did. I think you did this
What was the first problem?
distributive property.
And I used distributive.
Okay, you could use it, but you should have used inverse operator. I'm trying to make you do both so you can get ready for both. Okay, here's the illustration, like practical one. Mr. A is not handy at all. Like if there's something, I fixed like one thing in my lifetime. It was a dryer we had when we first got married. I found where the cords were severed, and I put them back together, and it worked. I was so proud. But Mr. A is not handy, therefore he does not have the tools he needs. So a lot of times, like hang up a picture, don't you need to just nail a little nail to the wall so you can hang it up? Okay, so I didn't have a hammer, but I have to improvise. I'm like, I could go all the way to Home Depot or Lowe's and get one, or I have a wrench and I have a rag. So I would get the rag and put it over, and I would nail it in. It worked. But do you think that's efficient? Okay, I had tools and it worked, but was it efficient? What would have been efficient? Get the hammer and just nail it in. Easy, right? So here, you can always use one of these. Like you can always use distributive or inverse, but what's going to be efficient? Being able to use both. Both. Which one works? The hammer or my makeshift hammer? Hammers are nice, by the way. They're very helpful. Okay, anyway, which one do you prefer? How many of you prefer the distributive property? Like, I like distributing first. That makes it easier for me. Okay, that's maybe like half, 2/5. Okay, how many of you, I like inverse operations. I don't like distributing. Okay, that's maybe like a third of you. Okay, how many of you, I hate both of them. I don't like them either. Okay, oh, wow, look at that. Okay. If you like both of them, great. If you don't like one or the other, all I can say is really, I understand, but both one or the other is going to be tougher. I think I'm going to give you a problem and see if you guys can figure it out. Okay, on page 79, do number 4.
Can we do distributive or?
Yeah, it says solve and check. You pick your method. You do your own thing. So number 4, where it says try these at the bottom, page 79, try these number 4. Mm-hmm. You do your own method. I'm not saying which one to use.
have a question. So could I just by 1 and divide by 2 since it's half?
Not by 1, because 1 won't work, but you can multiply both sides by
2.
2.
Or divide it by.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Because I just have issues, or not issues, but like
Problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have many problems too.
No, but like using divided by.
Usually they're even problems. Sometimes you have them too. Oh, you're talking about something else. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I got you.
I mess up all the time when I divide by fractions.
Okay, yes, dividing by fractions can be a little bit tougher. I totally understand. How many of you, let me see if I can help you. I'm going to do it both ways as quick as I can. How many of you use distributive property? Distributive? Okay, that's tough, guys. But let's see if you can do it. All right, you get 18 equals, what's 1/2 times d? 1/2 d. What's 1/2 times 7?
3.5.
Okay, yeah, it's 3.5. And you could get decimals, but what's your answer got to be? It's got to be a fraction. So you got to recommit. That's 0.5. You could do that, yes. Technically, you would get 7/2 if you did 1/2 times 7 over 1, 7/2. All right, so what would you do to both sides first? Subtract 7/2. Uh-oh. So 18 over 1 minus 7 over 2, you got to get a common denominator, right? So you need 2. So it becomes 36 over 2. Anyone see a problem with this problem? Okay, it's tough. 36 minus 7? 29 halves. So I got 29 halves equals 1/2 d. And you're like, oh no. Do you guys remember you can divide both sides by 1/2, or if you're using the multiplicative inverse, you multiply both sides by 2 over 1. Why would I do that? Oh. That cancels all those. You're left with d. And then here this cancels. You're left with, that. Let's do it the other way. Okay, I want to do it the other way. Inverse order of operations. What's happening to d first? Addition, then multiply it. Okay, so what do I undo first?
Division.
Sorry, I undo the multiplication by division. Good. So what do I divide both sides by? Okay, so listen to me. You could do divided by 1/2, but what can you do instead of dividing by a fraction? Multiplying by its... Yeah, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. Are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed to multiply both sides by 2? This is what happens. Look. Okay, look at the right side. This is 2 over 1. What happens to these 2's? They get canceled and become 1. What's 1 times d plus 7? D plus 7. 2 times 18? Huh. And then what do you do to both sides? What do you get? Wait, that sounds familiar.
Wait, I thought it would be 2. Why was it 2?
Sorry?
Yeah, I divided 18 by a half.
You could, you would do 18 over 1 divided by 1/2, right? So you do stay, change, opposite. And guess what? You get that number. So that's why I skipped that step, because it makes it easier. But you could do that.
Can you multiply both sides by 2 if it's a fraction?
Yes.
Whenever... Okay.
I multiply basically by the denominator.
What if the fraction... What if it was...
1/3?
And then the d... Or if 7 was a fraction.
Oh, then you wouldn't do that. You just subtract that fraction from both sides at the end.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That one's tough. Did anyone get that? That's a tough one. I gave you a hard one.
I should have gotten it.
Okay. That's okay. Let's keep going. Okay. If you've been guilty of doing these in your head, listen, guys, I don't desire that you get these wrong. My desire is that all of you get them right. And that's why I talk so much about do this, use that, think this, think that. I'm not trying to make your life harder. I'm trying to give you a bunch of tools. So this problem, you're like, oh, it has this, use this tool. So here, I have no option of even using distributive property. I can't use it. There's no multiplication. So how can I distribute? So which method are we going to use? Inverse. Now I'm going to write my thoughts so that when you write it on with your notes, you know, oh, this is what Mr. A was doing. Okay, this is what you do on inverse operations. You need to look at the variable and tell me what is happening to the variable first. Okay, I'm going to put, added to 2. What's happening to it secondly? Divided by 3. And then what's happening to it thirdly? Added to 11. All right, these are my thoughts so that when you take your notes, like, what was Mr. Why did he do that? Because he saw what was happening. How do you undo that? And this is that, remember that illustration about the gift wrap, the blanket, and the rope? Did I give you that illustration? What do you have to do first? Cut that or get rid of that rope. Get rid of that rope. How do I get rid of adding with 11? I'm going to subtract 11 from both sides. And my goal is to get rid of this 11 right here. What's 11 minus 11? 0. What's 0 plus anything? 0 plus anything. That thing. My teacher in calculus, I remember he would say this is very hard because sometimes it was going over my head. He would say, what's 0 plus blah? And it was really complicated. Like, what's this times this plus blah? And then we would say, blah? Yes, that's the correct answer. So what's 0 plus blah? Blah. Okay. What's 15 minus 11? 4. Okay. Did we undo the addition of 11? That's what I wanted. So now I have to undo the division by 3. So what do I'm going to multiply. Good. Yes. Good, Jack. The left and right, both sides by 3. What's happened to these guys? They become 1. What's 1 times blah? Blah. That's identity property. 4 times 3? Blah. No, don't say blah on that one. Okay. Did I just undo the division by 3? Yes. How do I undo the addition of 2? From both sides. Yay.
Check it.
Is that my answer? What's 10 plus 2? 12 divided by 3? 4 plus 11? Yay, works. This? Oh, that? Oh, yeah, because that's 3 over 1. So the numerator, denominator, they cancel 1 over 1. So they basically just become 1.
Oh, the n plus 2 is not even in that.
Yeah, it's not in that. Go ahead and try this one out on your own. Sorry?
Does it matter what operation you do?
Yes, always list out what's happening in order.
So like inverse or distributive.
Yeah, this one there's no multiplication, so you can't do distributive. So you have to do inverse operations. So a little hint, if you always use this distribution, you'll always get it right. But sometimes inverse operations helps you get it quicker. In this case, very nicely put, Philip, in this case, you don't have distribution possible, so you can't do that. You just got to go. Actually, it is there actually, but I'm not going to bog it down with that. And then please check it. Oh, I forgot to say, 15 of you must get it correct for us to move on. Simply 15 of you out of 23. Out of 23. So 8 of you can get it wrong.
Can I ask a question?
Limited. So I may say I can't answer that, but go ahead.
What's happening first?
So look at that variable and say, what is happening to that variable first? What would order of operations say?
Do I have to multiply this by 3? Because it says multiply to both sides.
So I mean both sides. You're done? Okay. If you raise your hand, I check it, you have one chance. If you get it right, I'll count you as one of those 15. If not, you don't get to try again. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm coming. Sorry. This wasn't... Sorry, I'll make sure here. Trying to figure out where I found this problem.
Check it.
Yes, check it. All right, there you go. Sorry. All right, I have the answer now. 1.
Yes.
2.
Okay.
3. Don't share the answer. 4. 5. Don't share the answer. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my, this is going too quickly. What was I? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. All right, you got it. You reached the threshold. The answer was B equals
16.
I know. See, look at that. The enthusiasm in math. I don't even do that when I get the right problem. I'm like, yes, I got it. But then he's dancing, so that's awesome. See, math is fun. All right. 60. B equals 60. 60. 60. Yeah, can I just, oh, no. We have another problem to go through, the toughest out of all of them. All right, listen carefully, guys. This is what I did. I either mentally or I wrote down what was happening to it, and then I undo that. I'm going to undo the addition of 5. I get B plus 9 divided by 3 equals 23. I'm going to undo the division of 3 by multiplying by 3. I get B plus 9 equals 69. And then I'm going to do that addition by subtracting 9. I get B equals 60. And that is the answer. And it works. Yes, you've earned it. Actually, you know what? Honestly, the last class, we didn't get to the 15. You guys did very well. So we had to do another problem. But this is your next problem. No, sorry, this is a different problem. Yeah, they got to do an extra problem, but you skip that one and go right to this one. Sorry. No, I didn't say anything about what you're doing. You just get to move on. And this is what you move on to, which is getting you closer to your homework. Yeah, there's no distribution going on, so you just use your inverse. All right. But I'm a little stuck because don't I have the variable in 2 places?
Yes.
But you're like, aren't they like terms? IXL, flashback to yesterday. How many terms are up here in the numerator, by the way? 1, 2, 3. Can I combine these two?
Yes.
What's 7c plus negative 2c? You're like, Mr. Ray, that's 7c minus 2c. 7c plus negative 2c is 5c plus 2 divided by 6 equals 7. All right, go ahead and work that one out. You guys did so well. 20 of you must get it right for us to move on.
Isn't this the whole class?
Minus 3. So 3 of you can get it wrong.
I already know I got it right. What did you get? I checked it.
Oh, good luck on the last problem. Okay. Yes. Yeah, like. There you go. Nice. Yeah, you can actually see how many slides usually I got up there. So sorry, this problem. 20 of them. Okay. No, you have 23 in here. Sorry. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on a good path here. We're going to test my counting to 20, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got to remember that number. Oh, yeah, that's right. No pressure. Forgot to say that. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15. The class is rising to the occasion. 16, 17. Yeah. Where's your final? Oh, sorry. Is this your final answer? I think 16? 18.
No, we should be at 19. Yeah, no, our next one's 19.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Sorry, I lost count. It's too hard to get that high. All right, 19.
No pressure.
Get them all, we don't have homework.
20. Okay, now listen. We move on. The other class, I actually only made a few of them get it, but you guys rose to the occasion. Okay. They had to get 10 of them to do it. And they got it. So they got, I think, like 14. They have fewer kids.
Wait, how many kids are in our class?
You finish this problem, you get it right, you get the homework slide next.
Wait, everybody has to.
I'm very tempted to say that, but no, I'm going to say 10 of you. 10 of you. 10. How about 12? Let's do a little deal. No, 10 of you must get it right. Then I'll put the homework screen up there.
What if one of us has to?
Say it again.
What if one of us has to?
One of you has to miss it? Only one of you can miss it? Yes, I agree with that. No, we'll just do 10. And I'm not helping you at all. I want to see how you guys handle this. This is a tough one, but can you know if you got it right? Yes. So don't raise your hand unless it checked. Don't be afraid of the numbers. Or the letters. Very good. Yeah, it's like the numbers are on a constant Halloween. They're always dressed up in variables. So you find out that number. Who is it? It is blah. That's the answer to blah.
Where's my hand yet?
Yeah, no sharing, guys. There's no sharing. Don't keep your papers covered so we know that we have honesty here. And again, it's 10 of you, not all of you. Less than half. Ready?
Yeah. No. I checked your version.
All right, Mr.
Yeah, I'm going to come back. You're close.
I'm close.
Close. Uh-oh. Pressure's on. 1.
Wait, who got it right?
What is that? Does it say quiet? Okay. 2. Cover it, guys. Cover it. Don't let your neighbors see it. No.
I just didn't know what to do with the.
Yeah, it's this right here. That is not like it's something else. It's something else. Why? What am I at? 2, 3. Close. Close.
Does it have to be a whole number?
Nope, it doesn't have to be a whole number. It could be a fraction or decimal answer. That happens. Yeah, so don't be scared of those numbers. That doesn't divide evenly. Okay. I don't know what I'm at. I think 4, 5, 10. See what I told you guys? I don't know. We have the chance to get it.
How many are we at?
We're at 5.
Why is the tough one?
Ooh,
I'm confusing myself.
all right, I'm going to give you one more minute. You got 5 more that need to get it right.
Come on, guys.
Listen, guys, if I said I didn't give you the number, that means you got it wrong. Try to do it a different way and see, like, did I do the first step wrong? Did I not add or divide or multiply correctly? Figure it out. Oh, you got it. Sorry. It's like question 6. 6. Man, we're almost there. Yeah. Try to get it.
What are we at?
6. I need help.
Oh, I'm
Still so confused.
You would get it if you work it out. Just work it out.
I'm not done. Like, I don't know what to do now.
You're divided by 5. You would do that divided by 5. So you put 27 in the box, 5 outside the box, and figure out what that number is. I'm not saying it's right, but that's what you would do next. Okay, I think I'm done, and we're stuck at 6, 7. Buzzer beater, anyone?
Come on, guys. 3 more people.
8.
Come on, 2 more people though.
Will there be a problem like this in the quiz?
No. Okay, time is. Okay, what'd you get? Sorry, I'll give you both a chance. Go.
6.5.
9. Okay, 10. All right, but listen up. That means that we got barely to 10 out of 23, right? I mean, some of you didn't get it.
Yeah.
Quite a few of you didn't get it. I'm going to work out real quick, give you that screen. First step, guys, you got to combine these two. What do you get? 4y. Some of you put 5y or 6y.
Wait, because y equals 1.
No, I thought that you couldn't combine them with the negative y.
Oh.
But they are like terms because they have the same variable. So you can. All right, then I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. I get 4y plus 4 divided by 6 equals 5. Then I multiply both sides by 6. And I get 4y plus 4 equals 30. Then I subtract 4. 4y equals 26. Then I divide both sides by 4. And then that's scary, but it is 6.5. Or 6.5. Either one works.
Mr. A, you said when you said I had the last little part right and I couldn't work it out. I was worried that I did something. Oh, Mr. A.
Do we get our homework?
Thank you. Yeah, I dropped. Sorry, Swivel. No, that's okay. All right, your homework is 2 to 16 even. That's page 85. Listen carefully. Yeah, stay with me, guys, real quick. The quiz on Tuesday, and I'll put that up right now, is 3.1 through 3.6. So I added 2 lessons to that quiz because we pushed it out more. So please don't be surprised. Wait, to 3-6? Yeah, I told you on Friday that it went to 3-6. All right, go ahead and keep working.
Mr. A, wasn't our quiz supposed to be today?
It was supposed to be today. Yep, I had to move it.
I'm happy how I did yours. I would have
Sorry, that's not a deep ledge. Easy to fall off.
Mr. A, how much time do we have?
Just a few minutes.
13 seconds.
Hey, you guys did well overall. I like that you guys are trying. You did very well in getting them right, and you met both thresholds, which is really good.
I thought
Pretty
we
impressive.
had 3 thresholds.
Was it 3?
Yeah, because one was 15 and then one
One was 20. Yeah, you're right. You did meet. They met 2. You guys met 3.
I know what I did wrong with them. It was supposed to be 7, but I accidentally put 6.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
looked into the board and I saw 6 in the dividing spot. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you were close, but it threw you off. That's all right. That's good that you figured out what happened. And if you have questions, I'm here. I'm just walking around. Goodbye, Swivel.